Hello, good evening. Welcome again to my personal watch vlog. Always go clockwise. This is Louis, and I hope you're all doing well. Tonight, I just want to discuss, just off the fly, I was actually thinking, why do I really love the Seamaster Planet Ocean first generation with the reference number 2201 decimal 50 decimal 00. So I wanted to share why I think this is a future classic, and this is why everyone should have at least one in the collection. So I know that it's not the most expensive, but I really think it has all the hallmarks of a future classic. But before that, I'd like to do some wrist check. Wrist check, of course, from Apollo 15 fame, the other moon watch, the Bulova Lunar Pilot. Another big watch at 45 millimeter. I think don't let that quartz movement fool you. It's called ultra frequency quartz. I think one of the best buy in the market. Beautiful. A swap. It's a strap monster as well. So yeah, enough with us with the Apollo 15 moon watch. Now let's go back to our topic, the Seamaster Planet Ocean. But before that, please like, comment, and subscribe. When we come back, let's discuss the 4 reasons why the Planet Ocean first generation is a collector's keeper. Okay, I'll be back soon. Okay, the 4 reasons why I think the Planet Ocean first generation classic. Let me start with the first one. First one, the first generation has the best shape. I had an 8500 movement, newer version. I sold it. First, it's bigger at 45.5. Second, which is more importantly, the shape, the hands, the dial is cleaner on this original. So I sold it and I looked for a 42 millimeter, better size for me, fitting in my wrist, but more importantly, better looking. The proportion, the indices, the number, the script, the indices or indices, whatever, it's better, well proportioned, and the classic broad arrow hour hand is quintessentially Omega. It's very similar to the Speedmaster broad arrow. When you look at it, you look at the Seamaster Planet Ocean Generation 1. It's quintessentially, that's an Omega. Uh, and that's what I love about it. If you look at the picture right now, you can see the spacing is just right. And the helium valve is not too big. It's unlike the 8500 movement and so forth. The the dials and also the helium valve, they're so big that it actually gets in the way of the aesthetics of the watch. So that's it, well proportioned. Again, another thing too, the bezel. I know that everything is ceramic now, and ceramic is a bit more durable, less scratch prone, but the aluminum dial is actually, for me, so classically looking diver. It's a classically looking diver's watch that just suits the aesthetics of the planet ocean. That's just my own opinion. And because of the aluminum sheen, color, how it reflects light, it actually flows better with the stainless steel band. And also, with this type of dial, it actually looks better with the Omega rubber strap. the silicone strap. So that's my opinion with the aesthetics, the hands, the indices, uh, and the helium valve. For me, it's just well proportioned. It's the perfect watch. It just meshes together. A future classic in terms of aesthetics. Number two, the movement. The 2500 movement, coaxial movement, especially the D version. This one, I actually looked for a D version, is controversial. Why? Because it's the fourth iteration. It's actually the best iteration. They've fixed the earlier problems with the A version, the Bravo version, and also the Charlie version. So apparently, about the coaxial escapement, there's something about that had issues with the first iterations. But the D version is arguably the best of the lot and highly sought after in the second-hand market. They're all out of stock now. They're discontinued. Yeah, and the thing about the 2500 movement, unlike the 8000 series, 8500, 8400, they are easier to service, and hence why I think this is an advantage over the newer ones. The newer ones, from what I have researched, you need to get it serviced by an Omega dealer because of the parts. Omega controls the replacement parts now. It's hard to get it from independent master service watch servicemen. So again, that's an advantage, and it's proof. My watch got serviced in Sydney, in Sydney by a well-renowned watch repairer, watch service center, independent, Castlereagh, and it didn't cost as much. Still reasonably not cheap, but reasonably also affordable compared to in-house Omega service centers. And the servicing is superb. Now, we can attribute this of course, to the 2500 movement being a more serviceable movement with more um, easily ordered parts. So again, that's an advantage. Servicing will always be a part of the upkeep of automatic movement. So you have to look at that. The more intricate your movement, the harder it is to find parts. The more expensive it is to keep it serviced. Okay, so just keep that in mind. 2500 Delta movement for this first generation is reasonably easier to service than the newer movements. Third, okay, the case thickness. Okay, let me just show you the case thickness of this Omega. One of the reasons I sold the 8500 Omega because of the case thickness. If you look at it here, case thickness of the 2500 movement for a 600-meter water resistant watch, this is very reasonable. Okay, I'm telling you now, the 8500 Seamaster Planet Ocean I had is like a hockey puck. It's like 13 point something. I'm not sure, but it was so huge. It actually, even though I liked it, it's just too big, too thick. It's like wearing a hockey puck with a stainless steel band. It just doesn't work. And especially with me, I've got I've got a medium-sized wrist, 7-inch wrist. It's not actually very nice. It's just too much. So again, the 2500D movement, easier to service, and case thickness, it's thinner than the newer movements. Yeah, I do believe to a certain degree the newer movements are full in-house, and the 2500 is ETA based, but it's still an Omega coaxial movement. So for me, I'd rather take the comfort and the aesthetics of a COSC certified movement, a COSC certified movement as well. Very, very accurate. It's not metas. That doesn't bother me. But for me, the second and the third reasons, easily serviceable, easier parts to resource, to source out, and case thickness, aesthetics again, it matches through. You can see, just look at the picture. It's just perfect. Perfect. Just right. Okay, and fourth, lastly, the original PO is the first reference, the first generation. Just like the Omega Seamaster, the Omega Speedmaster 2915, versions 1, 2, and 3. I think there's 3 versions on that one. When you look at the line, yes, it's a Seamaster, but it's a Planet Ocean line. It's the first generation. It's going to be the first reference that will come out in the Omega history line. So for me, having the first generation in your collection is something that's a no-brainer. Have the first issue, the first reference number, and it's there. It's reasonably available, reasonably affordable. Of course, it's still expensive. It's still a luxury watch, but compared to Rolex Submariner, how much are they? They're sky high. And even if you have the money, access is a problem, supply is a problem. But this one, the Seamaster Planet Ocean, this version generation, they're quite a lot. So for me, the upside is so high. You can get it at a good price, comparable to what's out there, comparable to its competitors, and at the same time, it's readily available. So you got that. So those are the 4 reasons why I think the Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean is a key. So what do you guys think? Do you think those 4 reasons are good enough? But I'd like to hear from you guys. That's just 4 reasons I can think of while this afternoon while thinking about it. I was wearing it at work and I was like, oh, this is why I really couldn't part with it. At first I was, should I sell it? And no, I'll keep it. Why would I? Why would I? It's gonna be hard to find a 42mm 2500D version, Delta version. And for me, because sometimes you do look at your collection and you do tend to think, oh, maybe it's time you get that itch for another diver's watch, but nah, it's a keeper and I'm not gonna sell it anymore. I won't even think about that. I won't entertain that idea. Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean, first generation. It's a keeper, guys. So let me know what you guys think. And please like, comment, and subscribe with my channel. Thank you for listening in. See you again next time. Bye.